Emma Watson, the beloved actress who first captured global attention as the brilliant Hermione Granger in the Harry Potter series, has been notably absent from the silver screen for more than 5 years now. This extended hiatus has sparked endless speculation among fans and industry insiders alike, wondering what could possibly keep such a talented performer away from the cameras she once commanded with such poise and charisma. In a candid and introspective conversation that offers a rare glimpse into her inner world, Watson opens up about the complex emotions she harbors toward her profession. She confesses a deep-seated longing for the creative immersion that acting provides, yet she draws a firm line at the exhausting, often dehumanizing machinery of promotion that accompanies it. This duality, adoration for the craft intertwined with aversion to its commercial underbelly, paints a portrait of an artist who has evolved far beyond the spotlight, seeking authenticity in a world that too often prioritizes spectacle over substance. At the heart of Watson's revelations lies a profound appreciation for the act of performing itself, stripped of all its extraneous layers. She describes the experience of losing herself in a character as nothing short of transcendent, akin to a meditative state where the boundaries of self dissolve into the narrative at hand. Imagine for a moment standing on a film set, the air thick with anticipation, lights casting dramatic shadows, and the director's voice fading into the background as the scene unfolds. For Watson, this is where magic happens, not in the glamour of red carpets or the flash of paparazzi bulbs, but in those fleeting, intensely focused moments of pure embodiment. Getting to just completely forget about everything else in the world other than that one moment, it's such an intense form of meditation, she articulates with vivid clarity, because you just cannot be anywhere else. It's so freeing. This sense of liberation, she explains, is what she misses most profoundly. It's the rare opportunity to inhabit another soul, to explore the depths of human emotion through scripted words and subtle gestures, all while the rest of life's cacophony recedes into silence. Watson's journey into acting began, of course, in childhood, thrust into an extraordinary lottery of fame that few could have anticipated. From the tender age of 9, she navigated the wizarding world of Hogwarts, growing up under the unrelenting gaze of millions. Those years were a whirlwind of enchantment and challenge, forging her into a multifaceted individual whose talents extend far beyond the screen. She pursued higher education at Brown University, delved into literature and women's studies, and emerged as a vocal advocate for gender equality through her role as a UN Women Goodwill Ambassador. Films like The Perks of Being a Wallflower, The Bling Ring, and Little Women showcased her range, earning critical acclaim and cementing her status as a thoughtful, versatile performer. Yet even as her career flourished, subtle signs of weariness began to surface. In interviews from years past, she hinted at the toll of constant visibility, the desire for privacy, and the pull toward other passions like directing, producing, and activism. Now, at 35, with the dust settled on her last major role in 2019's Little Women, where she delivered a nuanced portrayal of Meg March, Watson's reflections feel like a natural culmination of that introspection. But if the artistry calls to her soul, the business of selling that art repels her spirit. Watson doesn't mince words when dissecting the promotional grind that follows a project's completion. In some ways, I really won the lottery with acting, and what happened to me is so unusual, she acknowledges, recognizing the unparalleled opportunities her path has afforded. However, she quickly pivots to the darker side. But a bigger component than the actual job itself is the promotion and selling of that piece of work, this piece of art. The balance of that can get quite thrown off. For Watson, this phase transforms a labor of love into a commodity, where interviews become sales pitches and personal vulnerability is packaged for consumption. I think I'll be honest and straightforward and say, I do not miss selling things. I found that to be quite soul-destroying, she admits. The word soul-destroying carries weight here, evoking images of rote repetitions, contrived enthusiasm, and the erosion of creative integrity under the weight of marketing mandates. It's a sentiment echoed by many in the industry, from indie darlings to A-listers, who lament how the joy of creation is overshadowed by the obligation to hawk it. This dichotomy isn't merely personal, it reflects broader tensions within Hollywood's ecosystem. The film industry, for all its glamour, operates as a high-stakes enterprise where artistic endeavors must justify their existence through box office hauls and streaming metrics. Actors, often the public face of these projects, bear the brunt of this commercial imperative. Watson's candor highlights how this pressure can stifle the very essence of storytelling, turning collaborators into endorsers and narratives into products. She contrasts this with the rehearsal process, however brief it may be in film compared to theater. Even those limited windows of preparation allow for a collaborative alchemy, where ideas bounce and characters deepen. I do very much miss using my skill set and I very much miss the art, she says. I just found I got to do so little of the bit that I actually enjoyed. It's a poignant admission, underscoring a career spent chasing fulfillment amid constraints. Watson's recent foray into theater, albeit a low-key affair with friends, serves as a microcosm of these feelings. She recounts the experience with a mix of fondness and surprise. I was like, bloody hell, this is stressful. And that wasn't even for a real public audience or anything. The pressure, she realizes, is intrinsic to performance, a reminder of the vulnerability it demands. Yet even in this informal setting, the absence of promotional baggage allowed her to reconnect with the joy of the craft. I don't miss that, she clarifies, distinguishing the artistic thrill from the performative demands of fame. This small experiment suggests she's not entirely done with acting. Rather, she's redefining it on her own terms, perhaps eyeing projects that minimize the salesmanship. Looking ahead, Watson's path seems poised for reinvention. Her production company, Hepzibah, focuses on female-driven stories, hinting at a behind-the-scenes role that lets her nurture art without the frontline exposure. She's also vocal about sustainable fashion and mental health, causes that align with her values. Fans, ever hopeful, speculate about comebacks, maybe a return to the stage or a passion project free from studio interference. Whatever form it takes, Watson's words suggest a selective return, one where the meditation of acting outweighs the machinery of selling. In essence, Emma Watson's story is one of selective nostalgia. She misses the freedom of immersion, the skill of transformation, the collaborative spark that ignites a scene. But she has no regrets about stepping back from the soul-sapping cycle of promotion. At 35, she's embracing a life where art serves her, not the other way around. It's a reminder that even lottery winners can choose their prizes, and for Watson, true fulfillment lies in the quiet intensity of creation.